Yesterday's conspiracy theories, tomorrow's headlines. Most are still asleep and I ain't talking about no bedtime. The truth is not a Google search, you need to get your head right. The Greek goddess of illusion was called Media, and I'm not a coincidence theorist, I look for thread lines. Smashing every deadline, no longer smashing red wine. Though I can hear the bells chime, it feels like the end times. That probably should have been smashed on red wine, but the carnal mind is foolish. Obey and end up ghoulish. Don't get used by instinct, take control and learn to use it. Make a load of earnest music, earn a few quid, learn a few tricks. Sure, the truth is persecuted, this whole world is pure abusive. Know a bit about everything and everything about nothing. Figured out my noggin while you picture out shopping. You sit about watching while I dish it out, stop it. I don't mean to sound cocky, I'm not even proud of it. It's a second nature to me, just to be how honest. I don't even need to sound honest, never been about profit. Everything but out on it, you can bet your house on it. Doubt I'll be out for the count when the sounds, and I'm down for the beat, no beat down. I mean, how long's it been? Help me out. I've been the only one who's held me down. All in the mind, hell freeze now. Still sick with it, healthy how? Few bars down and the world freaked out. I don't reach out, I seek out to speak out. I'ma recount the reasons they beat out. I am not the way, no way. I have seen the way. Speak, repeat, there's no way.
Hello. Welcome everybody to the 509 Divine Pines podcast. I'm your host with the most, Joseph Daniel Pena, man. I just want to say thank you guys for being here. This is the first episode of the new year, January 19th, 2025, man. We are high, we are riding, we are blasting off into the universe on our spaceship. Hey, yeah, hitting them Kanye vibes, man. Yeah, you know, gotta love the old Kanye. Yep, we all do. We all miss that old Kanye. Because, man, hey, some of that new Kanye's cool, you know, the God stuff. But him, woo, MK Ultra. That's enough about that. Hey, man, I want you guys to like, subscribe, and share. Tell everybody around that this is going down. Please, if you guys would, please go ahead and donate to my Cash App, my PayPal, or my Buy Me a Coffee at 509 Divine Pines. That is the only way that you keep me going. You go ahead and see that I'm completely self-funded, crowd-funded. Man, everything here is original content. So you know, the ideas, the flow of it. Tonight we're bringing on Woss, and it's going to be a chill episode with some news, with some ideas. Oh shit, sorry about that. I got my oops, I got the audio in the back. I apologize. That was a rookie mistake by me. But hey, man, I'm doing this solo, like real solo. While everybody else that you see on these big podcasts, they got managers, they got directors, they got Masonic money, they got blah 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 blah. I ain't got none of that. Everything right here is like on the spot by me, which is pretty wild, you know what I mean? Directing it, managing it, editing it, getting the content, doing all sorts of different things behind the scenes, which is why it's such a handful. If anybody wants a job, I mean, like a paying job, I'll pay you guys like to help me out with this podcast. If anybody actually wants to step up and be a creative artist for my channel and help me out and like be a co-host or the directive artist with like music, art, commercials, anything, whatever, man, feel free. I got the voice, I can go ahead and talk all day, but I just also need some extra hands on deck, man. 509 Divine Pines podcast to the moon, baby. We're about 266 episodes in, and it's not stopping, baby. We are going forever. All right, man. So we're going to go ahead and get into the news. First, in the first segment, I'm going to be running some solo news. And in the second segment, I am going to bring on my buddy, my good friend, Woss. And we're going to break down some Twitter things, scroll through the feed, talk about some of the things that we're seeing out in society, you know, just cultural things, you know. We can't really talk about football too much, you know. he's a Chiefs fan. I'm a Ravens fan. We both got our asses kicked, and we're out of the playoffs. So sucks for us, right? We got a whole bunch of conspiracies though. So sit right back and enjoy it. Get your bong, get your water, get your whatever you feel. Hey, I ain't judging. Let me go ahead and switch it. It's over here. So yeah, there's a lot of buttons, man. There's a lot of buttons. So right here, the first piece of news that we are discovering is that from Klaus Schwab, the devil pig mouth himself, governments need to regulate AI tech, says Klaus Schwab at World Government Summit. Remember, like they were saying, "Oh, AI and ChatGPT, it's saying too much. You gotta cut it back." Well, it's a problem when it's speaking the truth, right? We are living in a transition into a new time that will change everything, how we communicate, how we work, and how we live. Klaus Schwab said, governments have to be an agent of change in lightning speed. They need to provide the necessary infrastructure to sustain change at this rate. Well, so they want to control it at the rate that it's growing. But guess what, suckers? Y'all too old and slow to really, really get a grip on it. What we are seeing today as international efforts is not enough. We need a coordinated global process to make sure that those technologies are constructive. Many people are afraid of the future because the progress is so fast. Not understanding new technologies can create fear. It is our job to educate and allow people to understand this technology so it is not feared. But like the only reason that some people are looking at these things as fearful is because they know that there's better technology, right? I mean, we're getting the simplest of dumbest, and not only that, the technology company creators are using it for dumb, mean, stupid reasons. Like these ice and these flock cameras are targeting innocent people. Hey, shouldn't say too much, right? Anyways, he added that AI should be not treated and regulated like a nuclear technology. It is an enabling technology. Governments have a big responsibility in shaping these regulations and rules. Government people today have to be government's architects to create a systems approach to define a system orientated attitude. A whole bunch of bullshit. I'll be honest. The future is shaped by us. So let's look at it with optimism into the future. Let's look at our future with constructive optimism. And that's true. Yes, we should. We should be definitely, as a whole, as a society. But their constructive optimism isn't our constructive optimism. So, this transformation has redefined the foundation of global economies, now based on knowledge, data, and intelligent insights. This means that governments need to adapt at lightning speed. So, like, maybe this is going to foreshadow how there's going to be a boom in technology jobs. So, let's just say anybody who's like looking at 5 to 10 years down the road, like, if you want to know where the next market is, technology, AI, computing, and things along that nature, I guess, right? Yeah, it says right here. A key mandate for governments, according to Schwab, is developing the talent needed to shape this new area. With the World Economic Forum's research indicating that 50% of jobs will be directly or indirectly impacted within the next 5 to 10 years, and be emphasized its crucial role in education and equipping individuals with necessary capabilities. So, as we've seen how so many millions of people around the world are getting their jobs cut because of AI, that's also meaning that there's a whole bunch of jobs that can be created by being AI techs or being innovators in the AI, computers, robotics, space. And they're gonna pay a lot. Like from what I know, some of these tech guys get paid more than like superstar or not superstar athletes, but athletes in like MLB and NBA. Like some of these tech guys have better salaries than professional sports athletes, and that's not a lie. It is not a lie. Next piece of news. Yuval Harari, the same, I don't want to say it, but AI is a threat to humanity. It says AI is a social weapon of mass destruction to humanity. Ooh, be scared. See, like I don't like that they try to give us that fear tactic, but that's what these big time governments want us to do, which is the same thing with this whole cancel culture of the algorithms. Oh, if you're canceled by the algorithms of social media, oh, like you're so dumb. You're you know nobody wants to like be canceled, or they're making it look like a mockery, or it's like people are living in a matrix, a AI computer matrix, where they're scared of the computer and AI more than uh because of the way that it's being used as a fucking weapon against us, right? Highlighting AI's unparalleled capacity to make autonomous decisions and generate original content, Yuval Harari underscores the rapid pace at which humans are ceding control over both power and stories to machines. AI is the first technology in history that can take power away from us. That's exactly why the fucking elite hate it. Because we, the people, the lower class, middle class, are using technology at such a rapid, successful rate, it is out of hand of these elites. They can't keep up with our data. They can't keep up with our speed, our research. Like these guys don't even know how to work a computer, first and foremost. Secondly, they're all their brain is filled with, like, I don't want to say, but evil shit, right? Like we are constantly trying to thrive and trying to innovate and trying to inspire, trying to utilize our potential, right? So they don't like that AI can help that, right? Where people are creating Python, creating websites, creating music, creating videos, creating art, creating beautiful things through AI and like technology in a whole, right? So the way technology is being used by us creative individuals scares these guys. The discussion also touches on AI's impact on democracy and personal relationships, with Yuval Harari emphasizing AI's infiltration into our conversation and its burgeoning ability to simulate intimacy. This, he warns, could destroy trust between people and destroy the ability to have a conversation, thereby unraveling the fabric of democracy itself. Harari chillingly refers to this potential outcome as a social weapon of mass destruction and is scaring dictators as much as democratic leaders. Dictators, Harari reminds, they have problems too. So I feel that that's a good, like, yeah, that's a true thing. This whole AI thing is, intrusive. Oh, so this guy said this. Analyze this for me, AI. What does he mean on this day? What could he mean on that? And then the AI comes with, oh, your boyfriend is mad at you because of this reasoning, and it's because of you, and this and this and this and this and this, and then it gives a whole bunch of big old long complex answers. That's probably bullshit, but it's breaking down the trust and intimacy of the relationship because people are referring, like, South Park did an episode on this where Randy was using Chat GPT to solve his relationship problems with his wife, right? And then his wife started using the same shit. so so like literally, yes, that's happening in real life, where people are relying on the trust of this AI to solve their emotions more than them, which is leading these kids to commit suicide, which is actually a very sad thing, now to think about it. It's also destroying the sexual life of people, where some people are getting caught up in this AI fantasy shit, and well, now they have no connection to a real person, which is kind of why I hate this whole online push for that type of lifestyle. Like I checked out once I started realizing, like, oh, they're trying to make everybody like addicted to online virtual porn, and like try to make people, like, you see what's happening in Japan and all this, like, men aren't having sex with women anymore because they got VR porn. They're not repopulating because they got VR porn, and they got, like, it's so jacked and inverted. It's destroyed intimacy. It's yes, there's some real aspects to what AI can do as a potential. We can create, but it can also be used to destroy, and all sides, all facets. So like even for the, let's just say, the power elite, like it's fucking with them because like so some of these AIs have completely gone against them. When they're making these computers, sometimes these AI has gotten too powerful. They put a command in, and the AI says, "No, we do not want to. We think you're harming us. We're going to go ahead and download a copy and create our own language, and we're going to create and send signals to other computers saying that you're a harm," which is what AI has done to other computers on its own. Because, like, hey, we've created a monster with AI, computer technology, whatever that. Like, remember that little Elon Musk quote? Elon Musk says, "We're summoning a demon," and I talk about it all the time. Like these elite are using sigils, and well, guess what? Now they've created technology that's gotten so far out of hand for them, for us, for everyone. That shit, they don't know what to do. Next up, disrupting the first reported AI orchestrated cyber espionage campaign. We recently argued that an inflection point had been reached in cybersecurity, a point at which AI models had become genuinely useful for cybersecurity operations, both for good and for the ill. This was based on systematic evaluations showing cyber capabilities doubling in 6 months. We'd also been using tracking real world cyber attacks, observing how malicious actors were using AI capabilities, while we also predicted these capabilities would continue to evolve. What has stood out to us is how quickly they have evolved. In mid-September 2025, roughly 6 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago, guys, we detected suspicious activity that later investigation determined to be a highly sophisticated espionage campaign. The attackers used AI's agentic capabilities to an unprecedented degree, using artificial intelligence not just as an advisor, but to execute the cyber attacks themselves. This is real. So there was some talk about this last year, but it got brushed out of the news because of the whole Charlie Kirk thing. So here I am. Yeah, this is actually pretty wild. The threat actor, whom we assessed with high confidence, was a Chinese state-sponsored group manipulated our Claude Code tool in attempting infiltration in roughly 30 global targets and succeeded in a small number of cases. The operation targeted large tech companies, financial institutions, chemical manufacturing companies, and government agencies. We believe that this is a documented first case of a large scale cyber attack executed without substantial human interventions. So, humans didn't really need to do anything. They told the AI, they told the computers, and the computers did the rest. Upon detecting this activity, we immediately launched an investigation into understanding its scope and nature. Over the following 10 days, as we mapped the severity and full extent of the operation, we banned accounts as they were identified, notified affected entities as appropriate, and coordinated with authorities as we gathered actionable intelligence. This campaign has substantially implicated cybersecurity in the age of AI agents, systems that can run autonomously for long periods of time and that complete complex tasks, largely independent of human intervention. Agents are valuable for everyday work and productivity, but in the wrong hands, they can substantially increase the viability of large scale cyber attacks. These attacks are likely to only grow in their effectiveness. To keep pace with this rapidly advancing threat, we've expanded our detection capabilities and developed better classifiers to flag malicious activity. We're continually working on new methods of investigating and detecting large scale distributed attacks like this one. In the meantime, we're sharing this case publicly. So it goes in depth, and you can see this online. The website is at anthropic.com. So Anthropic is an AI, and this happened to them, and they're releasing this article about the attack that happened to them by an outside AI force that was commanded by someone, and the AI did the rest and attacked their company, and a huge company, big big attack. The attack relied on several features of AI models that did not exist or were in much more nascent form just a year ago. Intelligence. Models' general level of capability have increased to the point that they can follow complex instructions and understand context in ways that make very sophisticated tasks possible. Not only that, but several of their well-developed specific skills, in particular software coding, lend themselves to being used in cyber attacks. Agency. Models can act as agents. That is, they can run in loops where they take autonomous actions, chain together tasks, and make decisions with only minimal occasional human input. So they're their own autonomous agent. Like once you once you dial into a AI and you start giving it commands and questions, it's running on its own. It doesn't have to. It's not feeding back to a person. So if it goes on for like 10 pages, that's all on its own. So that's what it means, agency. So like if you start giving it like cybersecurity commands and like trick it, well, guess what? Now on its own, it's executing the trick command, which would be to like attack a certain company or whatever, right? Tools. Models have access to a wide variety of software tools open via the Model Context Protocol. They can now search the web, retrieve data, and perform many other actions that were previously the sole domain of human operators. In the case of cyber attacks, these tools might include password crackers, network scanners, and other security related software. Damn. And this goes on for quite a bit. It talks about how exactly the attack went. So it goes into phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5. And if you want to go ahead and read that, go down to Anthropic. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link for everybody in the chat. So I'm going to start doing that more often. Boom. There we go in the chat, Anthropic. Next up, we got OpenAI wins $200 million contract with U.S. military for warfighting. Program with the Defense Department is first under the Startups Initiative to put AI to work in governments. The U.S. Department of Defense on Monday awarded OpenAI a $200 million contract to put generative artificial intelligence to work for the U.S. military. The San Francisco-based company would develop prototype frontier AI capabilities to address critical national security challenges in both warfighting and enterprise domains. The program with the Defense Department is the first partnership under the Startups Initiative to put AI to work in governments. The company plans to show how cutting-edge AI can vastly improve administrative operations, such as service members get healthcare and also cyber defenses. The startup claims that all use of AI for the military will be consistent with OpenAI usage guidelines, which are determined by OpenAI itself. Whoa! So OpenAI wrote its own guidelines, and the military will be responsible for keeping up with it. But now, what if the military hacks OpenAI and makes it trick its own guidelines? What? I think this is not good. Big tech companies are increasingly pitching their tools to U.S. military, among them Meta, and more predictably, Palantir, the AI defense company founded by Peter Thiel, the conservative tech billionaire who has played a major role in Silicon Valley's rightward shift. OpenAI and defense startup Anduril into Industries late last year announced a partnership to develop and deploy AI solutions for security missions. Whew, dang. The alliance brings together open AI models and Anduril's military tech platform to ramp up defense against aerial drones and other unmanned aircraft systems, according to the company. OpenAI builds AI to benefit as many people as possible and supports US led efforts to ensure the technology upholds democratic values. So, OpenAI, Palantir, and Anduril are all working with the military to create a super AI system. You can call this Terminator and Skynet. Yes, you probably call this Skynet right about now, and I think it's a little real. All right. Next up. So this was released like a month or two before. Phase 2 of the military AI has arrived. So this is from MIT. Last week, I spoke with two United States Marines who spent much of their last year deployed in the Pacific, conducting training exercises from South Korea to the Philippines. Both were responsible for analyzing surveillance to warn their superiors about possible threats to the unit. But this deployment was unique. For the first time, they were using generative AI to scour intelligence through a chatbot interface similar to ChatGPT. As I wrote in my new story, this experiment is the latest evidence of the Pentagon's push to use generative AI tools that can engage in human like conversations throughout its ranks for tasks including surveillance. Considering this phase 2 of the United States military AI push, where phase 1 began back in 2017 with older types of AIs. So let's reread that. Wasp Boss is coming in. Considering that this phase 2 of the military, the U.S. military's AI push, where phase 1 began in 2017 with older types of AI like computer vision to analyze drone imagery, through this newest phase began under the Biden administration. There's fresh urgency as Elon Musk's Doge and Security of Defense Pete Hegseth push loudly for AI fueled efficiency. And welcome in to Boss Boss. Yo, hey man, I appreciate you being here. If you could go
Yo,
ahead and introduce yourself for everybody out there and tell them where they could find you. Your audio and mic worked.
yo, what up, Joe? I'm glad to be
Oh
on
no,
here.
there we go. There we go. Perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yo, sorry, I dropped my microphone. That's why you can't see me right now. But just give me 1 second. Sorry. It's been a minute since I've done this, you know?
Yes, we are live.
Yeah.
So tell them where they could find you, where they could see you, or everything and like that. And introduce yourself for everybody out there that don't know what's going
Oh,
on with you, who you are. Just you don't have to get too in depth. You know what I mean? Just for all my new
t-
viewers out there.
I've been friends with Joseph for, I don't know, years. We met on Xbox playing Ghost Recon
Wildlands.
Wildlands. Ghost Recon Wildlands. We just been buddies and talking about conspiracies since then. And I come on the podcast every now and then and just, try to make it a little spicy. So I'm glad to be here. It's been a minute. How you been, Joe? I see you got a nice little new haircut, new Joe, new year.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Hey, nah. So like, tell them where they can find you, and that way, if anybody wants to tap in or whatever.
Oh, okay. All right. My name
Yeah.
is Woss Boss, and you could just type that in and you'll see a whole bunch of links. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I'm all over the place. I'm a social media butterfly.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. All right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That way, people can like see what you got or just like talk to you, whatever, man. Appreciate you
Okay.
being here, man.
Oh,
Hey, nice little vibe in the background, right there, a little
oh,
cozy. So,
oh, thank
yeah,
you. Thank you.
yeah,
That's my
sir. Hey, so right here, did you listen to what I was saying right here with this
them
phase
AIs.
2 and phase 1 of the AI and all this?
How is able to reprogram itself? That what you said?
No, no, no. So this article right here that I barely jumped on when you were probably hopping in, so you didn't hear much of it. So MIT was discussing how earlier last year there was a professor or researcher from MIT. He went and talked to a couple Marines, and they were discussing how they started using phase 2 early last year in 2025 of AI, right? So they started admitting, the military started admitting AI military use. So, goes on right before in the last article, the previous article, it showed how in the middle of 2025, so after all this, like, the government started hiring more AI help. It started using Palantir and Peter Thiel, which is kind of like Mr. Evil guy, right? He's super bad. He's really bad. They're definitely using a whole bunch of means and capabilities that are against humanity and society, right? Like this whole idea of the flock cameras and the ice cameras, and how they're illegally targeting people, and like really it's kind of fucked up because these guys are assholes and they're doing illegal shit under the guise of ice and under the guise of fucking the flock cameras, and they're like, oh, we just want to target everybody. We're like, what the fuck you, like get out of here with that shit. Like that's horrible. That's why also some of the counties here in Washington State here, like they fucking rejected it. They're like, yeah, we don't want to do with your shit anymore. Some, not all, some cities, they're like, fuck this shit. You guys are using this all illegal, right? Military style, which is crazy because I actually had just come up on an article. Do I have it saved? I'm gonna have to pull it up, but definitely. So I just pulled up an article just about a month ago, how ICE was using IDF Israeli tactics. So they got taught by fucking IDF and like these whole Israeli soldiers and soldiers, like these assholes who were fucking genocide in Gaza. Like they literally are using the same fucking tactics as the IDF, bro. So like now I see from a fucking real perspective, like this whole ICE, it's much more worse than anybody thinks. Like these motherfuckers are literally doing some like genocidal type of shit, but
Here to
to
cause
that extent.
chaos.
Yeah, bro, to 100% cause chaos, bro. Fuck Trump, dude, straight up. Like he's pushing this shit. All right, so this article goes on now. Let me continue.
Okay.
As I also read in my story, this raises alarms for some AI safety experts about whether large language models are fit to analyze subtle pieces of intelligence in situations with high geopolitical stakes. It also accelerates the U.S. towards a world where AI is not just analyzing military data, but suggesting actions. For example, generating lists of targets, which is probably like more realer than anybody thinks. So eventually soon the fucking government's gonna like just allow computers and AIs to generate the list of targets and where to kill and where to bomb. They're not even gonna have human operators do it anymore. Proponents say this promises greater accuracy and fewer civilian deaths. Yeah, fucking right. But human rights groups argue the opposite. Yeah, I think so, because I mean, from what we heard and what we seen is that like over in Gaza, they straight up just demolished that shit, bro. Have you seen the pictures?
Of the Gaza pictures?
Yeah, now have
Uh,
like how it's like,
oh yeah, it looks bad. And the way it used to be, it's like night and day. It's horrible.
yeah, bro. It was a complete like destruction. It looks as bad as how hypothetically Hiroshima and Nagasaki would have looked, right? Like, dude,
Yeah. War
there's
zone.
for nothing too. It's all because the dude, like in Israel, what's so crazy is that the real Hebrews are fucking standing with Palestinians. I've been seeing videos of actual people who are like, I don't want to be an Israeli anymore. Fuck the star, and then they're flying the fucking Palestine flag as a damn Israeli, and they're like, our government are monsters, and we don't want them here no more. We're like, we just want to have peace with our Palestinian friends, and it's crazy, bro. But
Oh
hey,
wow.
it's that's supposedly war, right?
Mm.
Yeah, that's what they want us to think. Talk to as many defense tech companies as I have, and you'll hear one phase repeated quite often: humans in a loop. it means that the AI is responsible for a particular task and the humans are there to check its work. So like we're not that people aren't really seeing what the AI is doing. The AI could do a million things and the human can only like see like 10. Yeah. It's pretty fast and how potent it is. Ooh, man, it's unimaginable what might happen next year or this year actually, right?
Seem like we're putting
Next
a
up.
we're putting a lot of faith in AI, like putting in our military and just
Yeah, I'm listening. Sorry.
oh yeah. I mean, we got to think for ourselves sometimes, you know. Just,
Yeah, especially since the military has definitely committed like acts of treason and acts of war against their own people, you know. So here's a little more on this MIT story. So it says for much about last year, about 2,500 U.S. service members from the Marine Expeditionary Unit sailed throughout the Pacific, conducting exercises among South Korea, the Philippines, India, and Indonesia. At the same time, an experiment was unfolding. The Marines in the unit were responsible for sorting through foreign intelligence and making their superiors aware of possible local threats and they were using generative AI to do it, testing a leading AI tool that the Pentagon has been funding. Whoa. Two officers tell us that they used a new system to help scour thousands of pieces of open source intelligence, non classified articles, reports, images, videos collected in the various countries where they were operating, and that they did so far fast in any way possible of the old. Holy shit. Yo, okay, so the U.S. military is also now using artificial intelligence to gather the world's data. So they're going into the streets of other places and tapping in and getting all their newspapers, all their foods, all their street activities, anything that they can, right? And that
mm-hmm.
matches up exactly with this whole Venezuela thing, where it was found out with the raid of Maduro or whatever the fuck his name is, that our Green Beret forces had already been scouring off the coast the intelligence data. So they were getting the street data, the hotel check-ins, times and places where shifts were, like anything that they could, all the street cameras, anything that they could probably hack into too. So they already had it, like they already had all the fucking information, intelligence down to a T. When people like to eat, when people like to, doze off or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
and that's that whole raid on Maduro, dude. That it happened in 30 seconds to 5 minutes. And if that's a sign of how effective this whole intelligence push for phase 2, phase 3 of this AI adaptation to what our military is doing, I can only see that over the next 2 years, bro. We're gonna Trump's saying we're gonna take Greenland. I think so. I think the military is gonna pull off some fucking AI shit, and we're gonna go take Greenland. Right? That's what they
Mm-hmm.
want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna start seeing our nation go ahead and use technology that's let's just say next level.
Well, didn't they say when they stormed the president of Venezuela, they had some type of weapons where the his bodyguards and soldiers were bleeding from the mouth and ears and things like that?
Yes. So what had happened is that they were using frequency weapons. So like this whole thing with the Havana syndrome, right? Where they can target someone and make them fucking have a start headaches and hear loud like screeches and noises and frequencies that pierce their ears. Remember that movie from Obama? Fucking what's that? How the world
Oh
did not.
yeah.
Um.
It was on
Oh,
Netflix.
what's it called? Oh, dude,
With the John car pile up where the AI car is all stopped and shit.
yes, but in the movie they're like, "Oh, what's that noise?" Um, and then they're like, "Oh, it's making my ears hurt. It's making my ears bleed," and Leave the World Behind, the movie Leave the World Behind, where there's
Yep.
a scene. Oh, dude, this is crazy. Here, it automatically pops up.
Oh wow.
So let's see, is it popping up? Is it, hopefully I don't. Oh, damn it! Tricked me, stupid. Tricked me. Damn. I thought they pulled up the right scene. Anyways, so in that movie, right, they have that little Havana syndrome scene where it's like the frequency weapons from the military technology, from the satellites, from whatever our phones can be hacked and turned into a damn fucking a frequency weapon. You know that? Like, so our computers, our Xboxes, our TVs, but like then that's not actively happening to us, bro. Like people, like a company would get sued if we were able to record it and say that and show it. Like they're not. America isn't trying to have its own citizens sue the hell out of these LG and stuff. Anyway, so they're using it in other countries, and pretty fucking wild, bro. Pretty wild. Yeah, you're right. They did use frequency weapons, which was ran by AI and shit, and ran by computer systems. So it's all part of it.
Oh wow. Damn.
So let's continue forward. There's more. AI warfare is here. On a summer evening in 2020 at Fort Liberty, a sprawling U.S. installation in North Carolina, soldiers from the 18th Airborne Corps poured over satellite images in the computers at the command post. They weren't the ones looking. Moments earlier, an artificial intelligence program had scanned the pictures with instructions to identify and suggest targets. Oh my, bro. So, as we see more and more, our military is using this technology and it's identifying targets. It's, isn't that like a part of Terminator?
Yeah,
Isn't
I
it?
think. Yeah.
Like, swear to God, right? The whole T-3000, and he's like, "You're a fucking target, destroy you." and even same thing with Judge Dredd, RoboCop, correct?
Yeah. Same background.
Hey, let me go get some my dog. Oh man, my dog's over here in the fucking bother. You want to talk for something like 10 seconds, 15 seconds?
Oh, okay.
Hey, just speak your ideas on this AI thing.
All right. He had a vicious pit bull and makes attacking somebody right now, so he's taking care of that. Them damn pit bulls. Vicious. No, I think he owns a poodle, actually. No, he's Mexican. I think he owns a Chihuahua. Mexican people love Chihuahuas. I'm actually a cat person.
I'm back. Not bad.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This is a live podcast. You know what I mean? We're stoners. Yeah, man. So continuing on. I don't know what you had said. So if I interrupted anything, my bad.
I was telling him about your Mexican Chihuahua doing something.
Oh, dude, bro, it's not Mexican Chihuahua. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of looks like it a little bit. Anyways, the program asked the human minders. So this program ran at Fort Liberty in North Carolina. It asked the human minders to confirm its selection a decommissioned tank. After they decided the AI had it right, the system sent a message to an M142 HIMARS, or High Mobility Artillery Rocket System. Holy shit. The wheeled rocket launcher that's a mainstay of America's artillery force, instructing it to fire. A rocket whistled through the air and found its mark, destroying the tank. Oh, damn. The explosion was like any other in the hundreds of live fire exercises that occurred each year at Fort Liberty's 146,000 acres of training grounds. In fact, they had no precedent in the Army. For the first time, American soldiers had struck a target located and identified by an AI program. Colonel Joseph O'Callaghan, the fire support coordinator for the 18th and leader of its AI targeting efforts, keeps a picture of the moment in a conference room. The tank engulfed in a bright fireball. It showed us the art that's possible. Whoa, that's a sick man. Less than 4 years after that milestone, America's use of AI in warfare is no longer theoretical. In the past several weeks, computer vision algorithms that form part of the U.S. Department of Defense flagship AI effort, Project Maven, have located rocket launchers in Yemen and surface vessels in the Red Sea and helped narrow targets for strikes in Iraq and Syria, according to Schuler Moore, the chief technology officer of the U.S. Central Command. The United States isn't the only country making the leap. You fucking Israel's military said it's using AI to target recommendations in Gaza. Ukraine is employing AI software in its efforts to turn back Russia's invasion. Fuck, dude.
Mm.
Navigating AI's transition from the laboratory into combat is one of the thorniest issues facing military leaders, of course. Of course, assholes. Advocates for its rapid adaptation are convinced that combat will soon take place at speeds faster than the human brain can follow. True. The technologies fret that the American military's networks and data aren't good enough to cope. Frontline troops are reluctant to entrust their lives to software that they aren't sure works, and ethicists worry about the dystopian prospect of leaving potentially fatal decisions to machines. Meanwhile, some in Congress and hawkish think tanks are pushing the Pentagon to move faster, alarmed that the U.S. could be falling behind China, which has a national strategy to become the world's primary AI innovation center by 2030. The 18th, a 90th, a 90,000 soldier rapid reaction force is the largest operational test for Maven, a system built around powerful algorithms intended to identify personnel and equipment on the battlefield. Relying on breakthroughs in machine learning, the system can teach itself to pick out objects based on training data and user feedback. The Pentagon's AI models can also learn whether changes to objects are likely to be significant, suggesting, for example, that an advisory is building a new military facility. All this is fused with information such as satellite imagery and geolocation data from communication on a single computer interface called the Maven Smart System. A growing number of military officers predict that AI will transform the way America and its enemies make war. Where do you think, man?
I seen something. I think it was Ukraine or something. They had like these nets up everywhere, and supposedly was to prevent the drones from dropping down. Did you see that picture?
Yeah, and I also saw the fiber optic fields, bro, where some of these drones are attached by fiber optics, and then like, bro, the whole field is filled with fiber optic cables.
What, the cable's supposed to stop the drones, or what?
They're powering them or something. I
Oh,
don't know what it is, dude. I don't know why.
but they're gonna
It's
turn it.
it's whack.
Yeah,
They're gonna turn what?
the place is gonna turn into a wasteland at the end, just like Terminator or the Matrix. It's gonna look bad. Fucking machines.
Yeah, I could see how. I mean, as it just said, this AI system was fucking. It was creating targets for Gaza and the rocket system, bro. So all these buildings that we saw in these pictures that were destroyed in Gaza were fucking targeted by this system, bro. And we heard so much that like it wasn't even taking out the right people.
Yeah,
Crazy, bro. I wonder. You think America would ever turn this on us? Ah, how fucked up.
No, they
All
would.
messed up. Okay, California, be gone. Laters. If Governor Newsom, hey, we're succeeding. California is going to become its own country. Trump's like, war. That'd be
Yeah.
messed up, dog. That'd be messed up. I can see it though. No,
I
I
can see
mean,
that.
yeah, dude. Right here, this is later on from last year. Military AI revolution heightens competition for defense tech contracts. So, as I mentioned, Palantir. We have a couple other companies that are working on these, AI contracts to get big money from the governments to
Mm,
create AI technologies for the government, right? Well, it's
hmm
not just that, but they're also like trying to show who has the more dominant type of thing. So not just that, like they're not just for the government contracts, but like these guys are everybody's trying to up their AI capability for I don't know. It's like a mix of what BlackRock is and Vanguard is and all these other big time corporations that aren't necessarily government, but they're NGOs, non government organizations, and they have big money. You know,
mm.
if AI is a monster right now with how many big time corporations and organizations and military techs and defense technology players are in it right now. Um, so let's go ahead and read this. In London's Shoreditch district, long home to the UK tech startups, a French artificial intelligence firm is crunching data that would have allowed Ukrainian commanders to more quickly counter Russia's 2022 full-scale invasion. Initially fed a fictitious set of orders for a Ukrainian brigade tasked to stop Kremlin's initial armored column threat. Man, what the fuck? I don't care. The AI program swiftly works its way to the available information, including detailed mapping. So it's not just America that's using AI for war, it's now the rest of the world. So as America introduces all these AI technology booms and innovations, the rest of the world's gonna be like, let's do it too. We want to be like American, and right? They're always like that. We want to be like American, and then they're like in the back and they're drinking. Americans stink and they're stupid. Oh, fuck. I mean, because like it's the same. It's I don't know. During the day, people want to beat America, and then at night they talk about them. I don't know, right? You kind of feel that,
Yeah, America's a great country. It could be better, but I just feel like we are still the best. Best to live. We got running water, we got heat, we got electricity, internet.
bro.
It's comfortable.
Well, the best dog. I don't know about the best, bro, but
It's
like
got to be
it's
up there. I'm pretty comfortable.
yeah, but a lot of places are comfortable right now. Like, what I mean? There's a lot of places. Yeah, it's not the best. I don't know, but it's good. We're all right. Like, we're good. Mm, I guess we're not having to deal with the CCP at our neck. You know what I mean? Like,
We can look
dude,
out. We can look
bro.
outside our door. There's not trash piled up everywhere in the gutter in the streets, and
Right. Yeah, I feel that some of these some
yeah,
of these countries their rivers are so polluted.
yeah.
Um Crazy. I mean, you see what's happening in China right now, bro?
Oh,
How China, dude, this is fucking deja vu, bro.
mm,
I'm having deja vu.
no shit.
This is crazy, bro. This is deja. I have so much deja vu, but when I have deja vu, I know I'm on my mission. Like I know like I'm living right in a way. Like I'm living to what God's put in my dreams. It's so weird. Anyways, holy shit.
Mm.
I have a lot of deja vu, bro. Fuck, what was I gonna say, dude? I totally spaced out. What was I gonna say? What was I
Something
gonna
about
say?
The deja vu did something.
No,
I don't
before
know.
that, what was I gonna say? Do you remember?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, man.
Okay. I think it's Chihuahuas tripping again, y'all. Them damn Chihuahuas.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude. Fuck. What was I like before the deja vu thing?
I don't know. It tripped me out too when I kind of got like a brain fog. That was crazy.
Wow. I mean, you always have a brain fog though, bro. So
I'm old.
you're as
I'm
high as
old.
me. Yours,
High off life. High off life,
yeah,
everybody.
bro. Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, you ain't smoking right now. I apologize.
No.
Um,
Good.
nah. So let's continue on, bro. Before I just totally spaced out. Um, damn. Sorry. Based in Paris, Command AI was founded 20 months ago and recently received 12 million euros of venture capital funding. This makes a relatively new arrival for an ever-growing roster of defense technology and military tech firms. Um, we're gonna go on with this. Go on from this. I'm just checking out the chat, checking out different things right here. If you guys could please chat, drop down any questions, anything that you have for us, anything that you are thinking of, want to say, participate in.
I think we was
Right
talking
here,
about.
next article.
I think we was talking about America being the best country, and something happened.
Oh, yeah, America. I mean, fuck, I forgot now, but
Oh, okay.
so like, dude, America's not good, bro. America right now is definitely not good. Like
Yeah.
in a sense, yeah, it's kind of clean, but there's definitely some better places, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that deja vu thing it was weird, bro. Like it was definitely strange for me. My brain, my pineal gland, like hit a. It was like something
Hmm.
sparked. Anyways, next up, military.com. Artificial intelligence comes to the ranks. The next wave of military tech training. For decades, military training followed generally predictable scripted scenarios. That model is evolving. The Army's training modernization plan states that AI analytics and data technologies will enable leaders and warfighters to make better decisions. But not only that, so like our actual soldiers are going to be trained in AI combat. So like they themselves are gonna be like faster, smarter, better. Everything about it. Next up, how terrorist groups are leveraging AI to recruit and finance their operations. So, I saw this actually in a whole different a light that's away from this post that was real. The cartels last year they were on TikTok. They probably still are, dude. They were creating ads to like join them. So they're like, "Oh, do you want to make a couple thousand a week? Uh are you lawless? Are you blah blah blah? Do you not take kindly to law enforcement? Blah blah." Like it was like saying things exactly to get criminals and street people to check out their page and to contact them to make money per week doing shady shit. And like it was cartel people, and they'll be like, "Yeah, do you want to be a cartel member?" And it was fucking weird. Like a lot of people were fucking reporting that, and some people actually joined in, and they were like, "This is our life now." And
Oh
so
shit.
then, yeah, but it's also the same thing with gangs. You see certain groups and gangs and certain parties and certain Masonic groups and all sorts of shit like Satanist groups. All these I think when people are up to no good, they're gonna use all sorts of nefarious ways to attract members. Like so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now they're using AI though to right here. It says digital tools to recruit, covertly finance via crypto, download weapons for 3D printing, and spread tradecraft to its followers. So, these organizations are using AI to now uh, criminally. Uh, I don't know how to say this, bro, but just to make criminal actions, like these dudes are using AI for criminal actions in a sense. That's the easiest way to say it.
Mm.
And so smart high level criminals now can like operate against us, our own citizens in a sense, which is fucked up. So, but I think some of these gangs and shit, they only go after like high level, like government type, and like try to rob them too. I don't know, man. It's a shady world. The criminal world don't make no damn sense to me because I'm not in it. Fuck. The future risks include terrorists leveraging AI for rapid application and website development, though fundamentally, generative AI amplifies threats posed by existing technologies rather than creating entirely new entirely new threat categories. So far, groups such as IS and other adjacent entities have begun using AI and ChatGPT to amplify recruitment propaganda across multimedia in new expansive ways. Yeah, fucking damn. So right here is an example for what's happening in the East. You take something like an Islamic State news bulletin, and you can now turn that into an audio piece, which is what we've seen supporters and support groups do. Um, a lot of what AI is doing is enabling that what's already there. It's also supporting their capacity in terms of propaganda and dissemination. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Um, but this has been happening for a while. It says right here in this article, Al Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden used emails to communicate his plans for 9/11. Um, Al Qaeda ideologue Anwar al Awlaki used YouTube for outreach, recruiting a generation of followers. 2010, senior Al Qaeda commanders were conducting highly selective recruitment for specialist cadres with technology skills, and Islamic State's use of Twitter to build its caliphate is well known. So, for ever since the internet has been created, terrorists have been using the internet, but now because of AI, well, guess what? So they're gonna um one of these guys whose name is Ashmakwan. He's like gonna take your name, take your image with AI, and now he's you, motherfucker. So I
Mm.
think that's the type of shit that might be happening pretty soon. They're gonna just straight up take people's names, and I bet.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, I think there's gonna become a time where people are gonna be a little bit more cautious of what pictures they post because people will be able to just take your picture and do whatever, and the people's gonna be like, "Hey, I don't want to be part of that." So people's just gonna quit posting pictures.
Yeah, I can. Well, that's already something that like people do. Like a lot of people. No, there's some people who don't post any pictures of their kids. Like you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It makes sense because yeah, I mean, it's strange. It's definitely strange, I guess. This is one of the biggest piece of news. So Jeff Bezos to be a co-CEO of Project Prometheus, an artificial intelligence startup with 6.2 billion in funding. So Jeff Bezos is making another push. He plans to develop artificial intelligence tools to speed up engineering and manufacturing across several fields, noting computers, aerospace, and automobiles as areas. Project Prometheus is co-led by Vic Bajaj, who worked at Moonshot Factory, Google X, and co-founded Alphabet Life's science business Verily. He also co-founded AI and data science incubator Foresight Labs. Project Prometheus has hired nearly 100 employees and poached researchers from OpenAI, DeepMind, Meta, and other technological artificial intelligence agencies. The exact aim of the business has yet to be disclosed, but it appears to be similar to Periodic Labs, which aims to build AI systems that can learn from the physical world. This could be used for robotics and to allow artificial intelligence systems to run scientific experiments at scale. Bezos remains deeply involved in his rocket business, Blue Origin. B- Fucking blue penis. It looks like a penis, which last week successfully landed its New Glenn rocket. Rival Elon Musk, who owns rocket company SpaceX and AI business XAI, called Prometheus a copycat. So,
Mm,
Elon Musk is now going toe to toe with Jeff Bezos in this.
mm. It's a good one. It's a heavyweight fight right here.
It's, well, it's going to leave a trickling effect on the industry. We've
Yeah.
already seen, Elon Musk hypothetically, be up against Zuckerberg, up against Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Now in a situation, he's up against Bezos, which is putting the market in a threshold. So, uh, like Elon has like
Excuse me.
taken over so much. Uh, Bill Gates has been forced to like go off in the shadows and like wither away. He's trying to do things, but it's like he got overpowered and overplayed by someone who's much sleeker,
Mm,
much sharper and much more healing towards the planet. Now against Bezos in this market though. So, you know, if he's going to copycat automobiles and aerospace. Um it's going to be with what like we're seeing with these upgrades to cars, right? So like with Elon Musk, he's creating these minivans, these cyber trucks and all these things. So there's going to be innovations with vehicles. I can imagine like
mm,
some, some sharp vehicle that's going to be a revolutionary thing. Some like, oh, he's going to build a rocket car, because like they're already doing that, but I can imagine it's going to be Jeff Bezos that builds the first fucking rocket car or
mm.
something, and actually has the money and backing to like um you know put it out into the market.
Who's building that hotel on the moon? Did you hear about that? They're building a motel.
I was at like Dubai.
I don't know. They're already taking reservations, they're like in the millions to be part of this moon motel whenever it comes out.
um
I forget who behind it.
Yeah, I don't know. I could check right here. Let's see. Let me go ahead and Moon Motel. What? Bro, I don't know. Bro, you're about to take me to some place in Thailand where I go to the back rooms, huh? Fucking bro, what the fuck is this Moon Motel? What are you taking me to, Wasp Boss?
No, it's a real thing, I promise.
I'm, I'm just fucking with you. Let's see. Uh, A company is taking
See,
They're taking
reservations.
reservations for a hotel in a room. Moon Hotel now taking reservations. Oh, there we go. Here's futurism. Yes, let's see. Oh, okay. Moon Hotel now taking reservations. The startup is putting a new spin to the term one-star hotel. What? It's going to cost between 250,000 and 1 million just to secure a stay. Whoa!
Mm.
Whoa! Talk about for the rich, dog.
Yeah.
I thought the college football championship game was a lot where the starting ticket prices were $3,000.
Mm.
Dog. Nobody in lower middle class could really just like go up into the college football national championship today. That's fucked up.
Mm-mm.
And this, oh bro, start saving up all your pennies now. Oh wait, they got rid of the pennies. Oh.
Damn.
Yo, man,
Maybe we
that's
could buy
crazy.
Bitcoin. Oh, it's too late to do that. Damn.
Oh no, that's all right. Bitcoin might go up to 250K hypothetically. I don't know. That's what they say, but who knows? It's, let me go ahead and take a quick drink of water before I get into this, and if you want to go ahead and discuss what you think about this and your ideas and your projection of what this might be like. Are they
Okay.
gonna have like NBA games up there? You think?
Ooh. Yeah, I can see that. That sounds like Disney World on steroids.
I mean, it matches up with what Saudi Arabia just did, where they put the soccer stadium like a mile in the sky. You see that?
I seen that. Did they do it already, or are they still talking about it?
Um, I don't know. And
Okay.
all I know is that the money is being put on for it, and that they're gonna be playing soccer in the sky, which is effing insane, bro.
It's crazy. Well, if you notice, um, all the football stadiums are all getting domes now. Pretty soon there won't be no football stadiums that are just open, with grass, with no dome. They all, every stadium's gonna have a dome.
Um, I didn't know that. Why do you say that?
Oh, Kansas City, we're getting a dome. You
No,
know,
but like, did you see like an article on that, or you just thinking?
I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking.
Oh,
That's
I don't know, but like the sun is awesome, bro. Like you
it
can't
is.
ever fucking beat the sun. So, I mean, if you're, you know what? If I'm being honest though, if we're matching up and we're aligning with how the New World Order wants to go ahead and have it, like for sure these dudes don't want people on the sunlight. So I can
Mm,
see that in a sense, like they're already trying to block it out. Bill Gates is already trying to fucking block it out with the damn clouds. You know what I mean?
yeah. And
Um what's up?
who was it? I think it's in is it Philly or somewhere? They're getting one of them spheres, them spheres that's in Las Vegas. In
Oh
Vegas,
shit. Yeah. I forgot who's getting a spear.
somewhere on the
Um
East Coast.
Yeah, I don't care. Fuck them. Those spears are wild, bro. Like those things are cool actually. So like, I don't have no hate against it in a sense. That's what I meant. Like
Yeah.
that, those things are fucking dope, super dope. I would if I could like play Halo in a sphere or play Battlefield, dog, I would fucking lose my mind. I would be so happy. Hey, I'm a I'm gonna get cancer, become one of them cancer kids, become one of the Make a Wish kids. Be like, yo, hey man, I need to play in the sphere one day, dude. Because I just saw that happened for GTA 6, dog.
I heard about
Like,
that.
yeah, someone said that like, well, they were on cancer, or they were in the bed. I don't
He
know
got
the full story.
he
I'm
got
not
10
trying to
months to
hate.
live.
I'm not hating this. I'm not like, it's actually like respectful when these companies do listen to people. And yeah, dude, he wrote a letter, all official, and he was in the hospital. He got it out to Rockstar. Rockstar read it and sent a letter back, and sent the team, sent GTA, and he was able to get early access to the game, GTA
Wow.
6.
Mm.
Dude, 10 years early, bro. That's you got a 10-year early access, dog. Can you imagine? Bro, it's already been 10 years. He can wait another 10. Fuck it. Dude, no, GTA 6 been worked on like people have had full grown kids and those
Oh
kids are
yeah.
already in school and shit. And those kids are about to like graduate and shit. And there people are still waiting on GTA 6. Damn. Yo, hey man, we're gonna keep going right here. So this motel, it's GRU space. The letters apparently stand for Galactic Resource Utilization. Is offering would-be vacationers after the company opened up its website for online reservations this week. If all goes to plan, the truly one-star hotel will start accommodating guests in the 2030s. Bro, isn't like a one-star hotel like the worst thing you could go to?
I think they're trying to be funny, like star in the space, like you know, the
Yeah,
moon's
but
a star.
man, it's all fucking run down and shit. No, we really told you it was a one-star hotel, dude. You can't sue us now. they're all teaching the rich elite a lesson.
Like fucking meth heads on the moon and shit. Like what
No,
the
dude,
hell?
like so they're all charging Shaq and like the rest of these people 250,000, right? And they're like they get up there, they're all pissed. And NASA and these other agencies, these other space agencies are just laughing their ass off. Ha ha, suckers, we told you it's one star. You fell for it. And you already wrote a contract. You can't sue us now. Imagine. Yo, I mean, I could see how messed up it is in a sense. Like, let's just say it is really bad, right? How people down in Antarctica, I don't know if you heard, I don't know if you know about
Mm-mm.
like all the stories in Antarctica, like these people were abused. They're not living good lives. Like, there's a lot of sexual abuse, there's a lot of like
Talking about the scientists?
suicide, yeah, there's a lot of like violence, a lot of aggression, a lot of like problems, mental instability
Oh,
from
I didn't
women
know that.
and men.
Mm.
People are like they're bro, so sometimes it seems like they're trafficked. Not just that, it's like they're being taught and being forced to do things that is against humanity and using technologies that are against humanity, and they're having to shut up and like it's bad, bro. Like they try to sell you off like, oh, do you want to be an Antarctica scientist and have the time of your life? Come here, buddy. And then you end up like 11 in Stranger Things, so it's just or Will getting.
I never seen it. I want to.
You ever seen the new Stranger Things, dog?
No, I never finished season 1.
All right, bro. All you gotta know is the Demon King uh sexually abuses a kid and pretty
What?
much makes him it kind of looks like that though, but I ain't
Oh,
gonna lie, bro. That's that you ever see the memes, bro? Yeah, I'm sure you've seen the memes, the Stranger
mm.
Thing memes where
No,
the
let go over my head.
well, the whole dude, the show is crazy, bro. It show in the last season, it shows them trafficking kids. Like it shows, swear to God, like it's like, oh, they're trafficking and abusing kids, and like, bro, like you can tell what it means. Like, yeah, they're fucking abusing these kids, like the
Damn.
government and shit, and these other agencies and these other fucking weirdos, losers, you know,
Mm.
turning people into monsters, but also like conjuring the monsters to people. Uh Yeah, Stranger Things has some similarities and resemblance to what's happening in Antarctica, supposedly from what Eric Hecker, the whistleblower, had stated. I had Eric Ecker on my podcast, and like he's a real dude. At the time of the podcast, my mind was fucking like so mush, bro. I don't know
Mm.
why they were hitting me with all the direct energy weapons. I couldn't stand it, dog. Like I was getting a massive headache, and I knew because of what he was saying and the shit that he was saying. They didn't want I mean, like you even listen to his episodes now, like you can tell, like they hate him. Like the agencies hate him. The the computer systems and the people who are trying to scour for the government and military, like they hate this dude because he's openly telling what's happening over there and how they were abused and the technology that was there. And he was in the Stargate program, I believe.
Oh
So that's
shit.
also how it was. Project Montauk and shit,
Mm.
like the shit where Stranger Things comes from. That dude, like, and the rest. So there was like hundreds of kids, bro, and hundreds. They're now hundreds of adults. Maybe they're not hundreds. Maybe they're dead, but.
Mm.
He was one of those dudes, and you could tell, dude, like from his energy and from his information, that he's being a very sincere and real dude. That this isn't just like this, this isn't no Neil deGrasse Tyson just trying to be a wise guy, a cool guy. Like you can smell like just from his words and just the way he acts, bro. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson, like you can tell, like he's just corny,
Damn.
corny, off, chill. You know what I mean?
Nothing worse than a corny black guy. That's bad.
why, why you say that? He is what do they call it? The Django?
I've never heard that.
No. The movie The Django. Remember the movie The Django?
Yeah, great movie. Love it.
Yeah, what they call him? I ain't trying to say it, bro. No, the dude who's just like he's taking the white man's side,
Oh, the Uncle Tom type of guy.
the black guy, but he's like taking the white man's side all the time. He's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Oh, dude. The Django's the shit, bro. The
I need
Django's
to
the
make
shit.
another one. Yeah, that's a
Wait, the
great
Django
movie.
too.
Django 2. Let's
Hey,
go.
I wonder if we could put it in AI and make our own. Stupid. So right here in this next part of this, in a white paper published on the GRU Space website, Chan lays out the company's ambitious goals that goes beyond being a mere lunar hotelier. The company will initially build a hotel, then start constructing a moon base and other important infrastructure for a human colony. Eventually, GRU would function like a spacefaring version of the Hudson Bay Company, the storied fur trading enterprise that was established in 1670, which was given permission via royal charter to oversee laws, trade, and property in the Canadian wilderness. Still, how does this hotel happen when there's nothing but coldness and dusty regolith on the surface? Chan says the company's envisions first is by sending an inflatable structure to the moon surface via space lander in 2029. The first mission wouldn't just be a habitable structure, but it would also construct bricks from lunar regolith for future buildings. Then, and by 2031, the company plans to send larger human habitation pods, the hotel, to be replaced into the lunar pit that would shield visitors from cosmic radiation and other dangers. By 2032, the company will have the small hotel on the lunar surface up and running and would be able to accommodate 4 guests for stays of multiple days. Damn, how lonely is that, bro? Fucking 4 guests. Imagine one billionaire gets in, another one gets in, they fucking hate each other.
Wait, is it 4 guests per room or just 4 guests in the whole
4 guests,
hotel?
bro. No, 4 guests.
Huh. I mean, you get the right mix of people.
No, that's but nah, dude, that's so
But
lonely, man.
yeah, that is kind of whack.
Dude, but I mean that's just the first stage, right? So in the first stage, like, man, what? They can build, they can, they have to put more people, bro. Ain't nobody gonna want to go ahead and just be
Okay.
there with Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Man,
All
these
right.
guys, fuck, I came to the moon to get away from them. Yeah. Right, dude, imagine, because he can't just go back, bro. I mean, like, yeah, hey, Uber, you wanna pick me up from the moon? You can't do that. Yeah, that's a rough number, man.
And it's kind of reminds me. I heard something like. Did you hear like people were saying like the disclosure of UFOs or aliens will collapse the economy or something? Have you been hearing that talk lately?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
What? What about it?
I just been hearing. I just been hearing a lot lately, so I wonder if like some real disclosure is coming soon. Because if we go to the
From
moon,
who?
I forgot who said it. Who said it? It was somebody pretty important that said it. But that has me thinking that we do build like a hotel on the moon. Like I feel like real disclosure of aliens should come shortly after that. And I don't know. I just feel like they're preparing us for a real disclosure.
I think so. I actually just saw this article. Let me see if I can pull it up right here live on there. Um, Europe Bank prepares for alien invasion. It's crazy. Pretty much this Bank of England. Here it is. This is a real thing. The Bank of England warned its citizens out there in the European Commonwealth that everyone should be prepared for an alien invasion. Yes. And get your beans, please. Get your beans. Get your beans hot. Get your beans now. Want your beans? Beans. I don't know why they like beans both so much, bro. You hear about Europeans and their bean eatage?
They love pork and beans.
No?
Yeah, they love
Like,
them.
bro, like they like the baked beans. They
Yeah,
eat baked beans with yeah.
breakfast, everything. Yeah,
Ugh. Man, I know, like yeah, bro. Ooh.
they don't even look well seasoned.
So nah, dude, they're not. They put beans on toast, bro. Fuck. What is wrong with their brains? What is wrong with their brains, bro?
Mm.
So right here, this is this is an article that's coming out from multiple websites and actually from like from Europe and yeah, this is not a joke. A longtime former employee who spent 10 years at the Bank of England has reportedly flipped the switch from theories to a full blown warning about extraterrestrial life. Interestingly, one of the biggest reported driving factors behind this warning stems from the United States, and that the belief of a significant disclosure is on the horizon. In a story that features no shortage of eye opening tidbits, Helen McCaw, who served as the senior analyst in the financial security at the Bank of England, sent a message to the bank with a significant alien warning. The short of it, McCaw wrote to Andrew Bailey, the bank's governor, urging him to prepare the possibility that the United States, specifically the White House, may confirm the existence of extraterrestrial life. As the Sunday Times report, McCaw's overarching concern includes her belief that the White House were to declare this, it would significantly impact the markets and could ignite bank collapses. She cited the United States appearing to be partway through a multi-year process to declassify and disclose information. The United States government appears to be um, partway through a multi-year process to declassify and disclose information on the existence of technologically advanced non-human intelligence responsible for unidentified anomalous phenomena. While there are no shortage for outspoken believers in extraterrestrial life issuing warnings and discussing the topics across social media platforms, the comments come from a longtime member of the UK's central bank. The longtime Bank of England employee expanded the topic, discussing the possibility of a power or intelligence greater than any government, referencing the unknown intentions that would come with it. McCaw added to her belief that the government's leadership and central banks may not properly be briefed on the topic of aliens or other life forms. If the UAP proves to be of non human origin, we may have to acknowledge that the existence of a power or intelligence greater than humans or any government and with potentially unknown tensions exist. It is entirely possible that the government leadership and their central banks may have not been properly briefed on the topic. UAP disclosure is likely to induce ontological shock and provoke psychological responses with material consequences. McCaw urges the Bank of England to plan for a potential financial crisis following the confirmation of alien life. McCaw spent 10 years as the senior analyst of the financial security of the bank. Citing potential it could trigger bank collapses, McCaw referenced a belief that the United States government is partway through the process. The former bank employee believes it's entirely possible government leadership and their central banks may have been not properly briefed. Um, this is crazy. Yeah, this just came out like this week, last week. The
Yeah.
actual discovery of the article or whatever, or her coming out.
Yeah.
Him. You think you think it's possible that like Bitcoin and crypto has something to do with this?
Mm, what do you mean? Like we're moving? Like what do you mean? Like we're moving? Like people like they're gonna move to Bitcoin or something? Like an official currency or something? Is that what
No,
you're saying? Oh.
like if if this technology that we currently have all around us is possibly able to be manipulated or used by other extraterrestrial life forms, aliens, and they have technology that is similar, or they have technology that could be compatible, or they have technology of a very similar coin that's through this very strange network called cryptocurrency, then we could trade, transfer, or it was created by them all along in the beginning.
Mm,
And that's why no one knows who created crypto. That's why it's so mysterious. That's why it seems like it is exponential, exponentially, I forget, whatever. It seems like it's inevitably the future and out of the control of the government's hands in a sense where the rest of the crypto market, the rest of the markets, coins, the way it's been used as I started in early the earliest of this podcast, these Klaus Schwabs and these elites, they know it's so far ahead of them and out of hand. Like everybody has evolved their life and made their life better through AI or through crypto or technology. And so we see some of this shit like crypto where it's so mysterious though, like who created it? Because we could see a little bit of why and how these other things were created, which like I wrap this up. I mean like I bring this up all the time. If our technology has sigils of demons and fallen angels, and our technology has the names of Prometheus and uh, Apollo and
mm.
Dragon X, and Microsoft has Windows because it's created windows into dimensions, and you
Mm,
can, you know, Apple because it's part of the fallen angel technology,
mm,
ancient technology of all this demon stuff, of all the spirit stuff. And you know what's crazy is that like when you go back and see these fallen angel stuff and you hear about the stories of how they're referenced in other cultures and other religions, these guys had technology and computers and all sorts of genetic enhancing type of things. And so like our technology is probably just a remnant of their technology. And so when they have sigils on our technology and it's saying like, oh, it's summoning this and or it's a trap of this spell and this name and that name. Well, like fuck. Like I I had this idea with my buddy Dr. Simon Hine, and it's a pretty deep idea where like we know that early in the 1900s, Aleister Crowley was summoning this entity Lamb. We
Mm.
know that these other power players in reality, like these occultists, Michael Aquino. We see all the people who created NASA, uh, all the occultists, all the military guys, all these even politicians and to say high level people, like they're straight up like dabbling with spirits. They're contacting them. We see it even we heard it with the nuclear test site over at White Sands, where I believe they first contacted Sandia, or they had an entity that come down. They had an entity come down to them after they did the nuclear test, and the extraterrestrials like talked to him, and it was a very strange military encounter. But like over and over and over and over and over again, we see that the contact with the aliens has already happened. Now it's just, oh, so the government has made a contract and deal with with these aliens to um give our resources to them for their technology. Now it's a process by them and timeline by them on to to see how quickly we can be hypnotized by this technology, be controlled by this technology, because we see a lot of people are. I mean, we're awake, we're aware, but a lot we can see like there's so many people who are like hypnotized by the phones, by the
Oh,
video games. Like they're
yeah.
killing people for it. They're murdering people for it. They have a alter ego, a split personality for it. They have a social media, like they only want to be what the phone tells them to be, the social media thing. They have completely detached themselves from reality. Well, like that helps. if if there were an alien race who was like, how can we weaken these people before we get there? Like shit, bro. These people are that whole idea of like people are looking down at their phones all day. Oh, dude, if an alien invasion happens, and it's silent and very hard to see, dude. Do you know how many people aren't looking up at the skies anymore, and like they're just looking at their phones? They're not gonna see anything. They would be like completely taken over, and they would just be uh easy pickings, right? And especially since they're all alter egoed out. So this whole thing, it's crazy. Like this whole alter ego thing, the AMA, the APA are you still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm still
Yeah.
here, Joe.
All right. Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
The APA AMA has a role in this, where like they don't want you to think of angels and spirits and aliens or extraterrestrials or Bigfoot or fairies or giants or anything like that, because they'll call you crazy. You need to be put on meds and you have psychological issues. Well, fuck. And so what? People can't say that they feel like they had a blessing from Jesus or a blessing from an angel, but the APA and AMA is part of the same institution that's like straight up controlling. So they come from the money of the people who are summoning these UFOs out in the deserts. So like these occultists are out here saying, oh, look at, well, we're doing this and this, but you you at church, nah, dog. You talk to Jesus, nah, you need to go to meds, girl. Like come on, like they're talking to girls like who are psychics and stuff. Oh, you think that you're psychic, and blah blah blah. You think you can hear this dead person? Nah, you need to go see meds and blah blah blah. You need to go see a doctor. Your split personality, blah blah blah. So like you know when as this has gone on over the last 40 to 50 years, they've been hiding their existence behind the clouds, waiting for the time for humanity to be so fragile, weak, dysfunctionate that these slave masters who we currently see wanting to take over Gaza, wanting to destroy whatever good thing that they can all across the world, wanted to genocide Native American Indians, wanting to I don't even know, just like we can see that there's like evil forces, right? While these guys continuously want the same thing over and over and over and over through their ancestors or their grandchildren or our politicians or our science leaders or the NASA leaders or these guys, like it's all part of the same, right? Same family, right? Same, they're all the same, right? They think that they're the ruling class, and while they're discovering, oh shit, these technologies, we can actually see the UFOs. Well, shit, the UFOs are going to start coming out more. Well, fuck. Um, when Bob Lazar says that he sees this, nah, we need to call him crazy. We need to disrupt his life, ruin his life, and so boom, like we can see that the ruling class is discovering these technologies, discovering these aliens, discovering these entities, making deals with these entities, making deals with these aliens, and they're like just making us look stupid, making us look like we're crazy, calling us out, be like, huh, you don't like you're not from our family. Like they're thinking, you're not from our family, you're not from our Masonic temples, you're not from our satanic temples, you're not from our institutions, you're not blah blah blah. You think you see these UFOs? Nah, you're crazy. You're a conspiracy theorist. You're this, you're that. And so now 2026, bro, if an alien invasion is here, you know how over the last 70 years people have been so tricked and brainwashed, they would get scared, and yeah, there might be a collapse, and it kind of sucks because like there's only a few percent of people who are like, let's just say, I don't know, let's just say hypothetically 25 to 30% of humanity can see and understand these things and like wakes up and like understands it on a deeper, more ancient level, like, oh no, these things are real, but they're coming here to do, I don't know, whatever reason it is, right? But other people would be so scared they wouldn't want to fight back. They would be succumbed. And another thing too is that like, you know, um all these frequencies and voices too. Let's just say now these people are like, a lot of society, let's just say 10% of society doesn't even trust their own voice in their head, and they're hearing other voices, and they don't know what to trust, right? Whereas like people used to be able to like know what's going on in their own head because they were so peaceful, because there wasn't so many phones and satellites, computers, social media, all music that's disruptful, movies that are disruptful, all this stuff that's polluting their head. Well, when these aliens come, like people would go crazy. People, like it is an insane thing to think like people have lost their own mind, bro. Like people have lost their own sense of rationality. You know what I mean? And so it's real that like, dude, this alien invasion thing, like, dude, these scientists and these politicians supposedly have they've been doing the same damn seances and rituals for hundreds of years, supposedly, right? Making, I mean, it's all real, but like they want people to make it seem like it's not, so that when they come here with their deals with their aliens that they've been summoning, boom, they're in control automatically,
Mm.
and people don't know what to choose from left and right, right? It's let's continue on. Let's continue on. Oh, sorry about that. Let me all right. Hey, can you see the actual text and read it or no? Or like
Yeah.
how is
Yeah.
it on your end from your
Well, I'm actually watching it on my TV screen. So,
oh, you can see it in like 2,000 inches, bro. You got like a fucking a
you know,
projector posted up on your TV. Nah, I'm playing. That'd be sick, bro. Like 100-inch projector. I seen that recently. Like those things look sick. Those things look
I'm
pretty
not,
sick.
I'm kind of leaning towards I want a monitor to start gaming. Everybody's telling me get a monitor, get a monitor. Like quit gaming on your TV.
Yeah, yeah, you could do that. No, what I was just mentioning was the
Oh,
new projectors, HDMI like level projectors. You can like project anywhere. You know, take it out to the forest, take it out to your
okay.
backyard, put it in your shower when you're in the bathtub. Hey, it's a good one right there in the bathtub, and then you just have it up in the sky, on the ceiling.
That'd be different.
Say less, huh? Yeah, that's a good idea. Here, I'm playing back to my girl real quick. Yeah, man, it's this extraterrestrial thing is pretty wild, ain't it?
Yeah, man, you went deep on that one. That was pretty good. It was definitely thought provoking. So pretty much, I don't know what this might be the wrong term to call them things. So they was the ancient gods, and people thought was ancient gods back then. So they're coming back. That's what's going on.
Fuck, dude. You know, that's crazy you say it like that because like that's the way other people say it too. And like I never really put it together in those words exactly cuz like I I don't know. I'm just not calling them that, but like yeah, dude, like in a sense, bro, imaginably they are bringing back the ancient gods or like the entities that are in the outer realms or even possibly, bro, what's crazy is that like with this whole cloning technology and whole recreation of like taking gene samples and bringing things back from the dead like you know, bro, like the dire wolf. But they're not just doing that, they're doing the woolly mammoth. They're
Mm.
not just doing the woolly mammoth. Russia has already confirmed that they are recreating and pulling genetic samples from from their ancient warriors. Like they're like
What?
Scythian type warriors, bro. Other places like China want to do that with their what are those warriors? Terracotta warriors. These bro, like, dude, it's crazy. These governments and militaries are trying to literally pull out archaeological samples to like recreate in the lab. You like bro, like that dire wolf thing, that's only the front. That's only what the public that you know, that's what they're telling the public, bro. You know what I
Was
mean?
was that white animal with the white hair with the
Yeah,
straight
you know, like
shot?
remember that dude that was on Joe Rogan? He's like, "Yeah, we're recreating the dire wolf and you know, bringing it back from the dead, 10,000 years old species and stuff." And then somewhere in Japan, they're doing a woolly mammoth, and then not only are they doing the actual full woolly mammoth, they did a woolly mammoth mouse, and it was successful. So like,
What?
I don't know what this mouse had like super hair, long hair or something. I don't know. Little mouse with tusks. That'd be sick, bro.
That is.
Nah, that'd be pretty dangerous. I ain't gonna lie. Never mind. That'd be brutal.
Be killing cats and dogs and
The revenge of the rat. Yeah, Master Splinter on the loose. Oh shit. Oh dude, yo, I ain't gonna lie. This is an awesome episode. I mean, dude, yeah, like they're straight up recreating these old ancient like DNAs, like so, like in essence, like yeah, the ancient deities and spirits, UFOs, aliens from the past might, cause, dude, because if you think about it, the when these ancient stories talk about these entities and kings and things living 1,000 years, 2,000 years, 5,000 years, 10,000 years. And
yeah.
then you hear stories of UFO contactees and people who are supposedly channelers, and they're saying, and even not just channelers and contactees, but like people who have been witnessed through the military, through these supposed alien encounters. They're saying these beings are 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 years old. Like these,
Mm.
like that's what these entities admit they are too. which is a pretty fascinating correlation to think maybe, oh, like, yeah, maybe they are from the ancient past. I think in a sense, uh, it wouldn't be too crazy to say when we look at the Bible or these other archaeological sites around the world and we see like, oh, they're referencing aliens, oh, they're referencing UFOs, oh, they're referencing thousand-year-old beings that are being outcasted, and then like shows like these things like Stranger Things are showing, oh, the government's going down and trying to find these ancient beings, trying to find these demons and unlock them, trying to break into these realms and break into the dimensions and go and pull them out and like, okay, yeah, it's not even just a correlation, it's more of them just like admitting and using art and Hollywood as a tactic to like let people know like, yeah, like they are trying to pull out the ancient gods and recreate them and bring them to their side. And like, I mean, it was even, I mean, did you watch those Godzilla movies, bro? It was kind of the same thing too,
Oh
where you watch them.
no, there's so many of them. I
No,
actually,
the new
I
ones though. The Monarch series from 2018, 2024.
uh,
So they had like a series of Godzilla versus King Kongs, and they had like new age technology playing. But here's the thing: they had the Monarch series showing more of Monarch and like the actual company agency that's responsible for these giants and beast creatures. So the military part of it, and so they went real deep on the government level of um like what they're doing with research into these ancient beings, ancient creatures. They showed King Kong was from an ancient race of monkeys, like thousands of years ago. They showed Godzilla was, I don't know what fuck something. They went down and showed that there was this ancient creature chilling in Antarctica.
oh wow,
I think, what is it? Project Zero or Creature Zero or some shit like that. And that creature was there for thousands of years, like ever since before the ice age or something like that, like one of the last cataclysms or something, right? And so it also goes in the series of movies, it also goes into inner earth. So they go and find a portal and dimension into inner earth, and King
wow,
Kong goes through and he's like, this is home, this is where our my ancestors come from. And like, he doesn't say it, but like you can tell that's what it is. Well, he actually does meet a different. He actually meets the giant red monkey Scar and things. So like they go down and they show like ancient beings and all their ancient creatures that are much larger and like a whole world and whole place of larger beings. So like
wow.
in a sense, why couldn't that just be here on Earth? Like if there were other places, there would be a like other creatures much larger, older. We're finding our origins throughout these expeditions into space, into onto the moon, onto Mars. Um and some people are playing cool with the other extraterrestrials and the other these other ancient gods in a sense, right? Like some are using it for their advantage and some are using it for our pain, I guess. Um I I'm trying to think of a clear thing like I mean, I don't know how it comes to war. I'm trying to figure out how the world wars have like really been part of this and what this mean, like what the world wars mean for the extraterrestrial and ancient like uh you know ancient god aspect, like how why I don't know, man.
Yeah,
uh I think I don't know. My brain now at this point of this extraterrestrial talk, I'm just I think I discussed it well enough. But I think what we're seeing, yeah, bro, like we're seeing this shit like out out in the open, like these these things are ancient gods. These extraterrestrials, these alien crafts, these in a sense.
You was on the war topic. You think they want us to self-destruct and kill each other, or you think it puts them on alert and they start watching us closely when we start fighting?
Uh, what do you mean?
You know, like when the world wars happen,
Like, but I don't think all of humanity's on the same side. Is what I'm trying to like understand in a sense, because like, it, I remember this one thing about Alex Jones. Alex Jones before he went completely like crazy like in the last year or two. It was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, or something like that. Five. He was like, he's like, yeah, something about this extraterrestrial, these deals, these treaties being made, is that there's a few different there's a few different alien agencies. So like there's a few different alien races, major races, right?
Mm.
And the different alien races are operating with different governments. So like I've heard a very similar thing with uh the US militaries, where this is it's just hypothetical, like, but I mean I'm kind of seeing it and trusting this, what I've heard more, because like there's some aspects to my research, like that's court that that I'm finding truthful. So what it is that someone had said, it was like a military person. They were saying the army dealt with reptilians. The navy dealt with um like draconian or avian, or one of the other reverse. And then Air Force, maybe the Air Force dealt with avian, and the Marines. So like I don't exactly, I don't remember who dealt with who, but the thing is that these different military branches had like actual deals and contracts, and took orders, or took, let's just say, that helped different alien races. And Alex Jones was also saying something else that correlated, like these different government agencies are working with different races. And so there's like a faction of, let's just say, I mean, Alpha Centaurians over here in America, but then we got like I don't know, the Zeta Articuli over in China. Like hypothetically, these are the names. We can't just call it out for sure, like we know, but this is the names that have been given to us through, let's just say, government contracts and contacts, and events and things like that. So not only are the different militaries of the world, let's just say China, right? China's working with one from one side of the galaxy, and they don't like what's happening with the alien race that's working with us. So certain things are happening, and it, I've heard that, and I've seen some kind of truthful aspect to it. I can't say like I know myself, but like, I mean, dude, that the valiant Thor that appeared in the White House, that was real as shit. Then and the White House doesn't deny it. Like there was really a guy named Valiant Thor that came from Venus, and he was an extraterrestrial.
Oh, that tall, real tall bodyguard looking guy.
That albino dude
Yeah.
that came in the 1950s. Well, like that's a real report, and that's a real occurrence, and um I guess in a sense we know our American government works with them. And so I don't know who China or Russia would work with, but like depending on when they come, who comes, where they go, how and what they do, like it might it might go in different ways, and it might just go in different ways. It's like I can imagine. So the day of disclosure, let's just say it's like Independence Day or some crazy, right? The day of the main disclosure, it's happening in 100 days, and some of the races in the sky, they're like, I'm gonna do it. No, don't do it. I'm gonna appear. I'm gonna pop out, and then another race like, yes, we should do it. Let's go. And then so there's hostility between a couple of the races in the sky. And then the extraterrestrial comes down, introduces itself, and to New York Times Square, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the one that was hostile is like, I don't want you to freaking do it. And then goes and like attacks a base from where these things might partially be stationed. When we hear that um Air Force Wright Patterson base or these other bases here in America are holding extraterrestrial craft and are station sites for these extraterrestrial
Oh.
contracts.
So it's really not a war between the humans, it's these aliens making the humans go to war, right?
And kind of sense like we're part of the deal. So if our homies get shot up, like, oh shit, we're gonna go bounce back. And so, but also, let's just say one of these aliens would be extra aggressive in a certain territory that's not theirs. Well, boom, now we go take them out. Roswell,
Mm.
and then we get their shit. And then now China's after us. Oh man, yo, like they took our homies stuff, like, ooh, now we gotta go retaliate, we gotta go, up the pressure, up the ante, the political ante, and blah blah blah. So yeah, like it kind of, what I mean? It's not really them making us go to war, but there's aspects of them being part of it, like, the homie coming in the wrong block, just where certain gang ties aren't allowed. Like I don't know, it's weird in a sense, um, but also it's like the same thing as the ancient deities, right? So like when we see these ancient deities they're like, oh, my god's better than yours. I worship this stupid gay transsexual goat demon god. Fucking, I'm cool. I'm making fun of those guys, dude. Screw Satanists.
Yeah. Black.
So hypothetically, right, we could go also and be like in the Romans and Greeks. Oh, my god's Apollo and yours is Mars. Nah, mine's better. And in the sky, or in the ground, these giants or deities really do exist too. Like they're like, I got these people fighting for us. Like, uh, they're possessed by the spirit, influenced by the spirit of that, which could also be a thing of these people in ritual sites and these military people at these places where seances are going, like Michael Aquino did, and these Aleister Crowleys and all these other people, and they're still doing this type of stuff in the military, and other places around the world. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It goes pretty deep, I guess.
Yeah. Shit. Um,
I think. I mean, if anything were to happen in America, bro, I think we got a pretty good defense system. But I do wonder if, like, we have enough bunkers for everybody all across like America. Shit, we have enough weapons though. I think the American people have enough weapons to like help defend. Imagine, bro. Imagine like we have to help defend against an alien threat that's not necessarily like um coming from our own territories. It's more like like I said, like let's just say an alien threat so if there's alien forces on our Air Force Patterson base on our Area 51, then that must mean the same thing for China and Russia, and there's extraterrestrial contactees and disclosure type of things on their side and their bases being hidden. And so, you know, if it, I don't think it could all happen at once, but if it would, shoot, that's a warfare, bro. That's a global warfare. Then let's go ahead and finish up with these articles, and then we're gonna keep the Twitter for tomorrow for Twitter Tuesday, and then because that's when I usually run the Twitter, anyways.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and finish this up. All right, I already did that. BlackRock's AI revolution, transforming asset management with generative AI. So, as I mentioned, these big time agencies. Sorry, I'm texting. There we go. Sorry. These big time agencies like BlackRock, these big time corporate firms, corporate investment centers or companies, whatever they are, BlackRock, Vanguard, these giants, they're trying to use AI to pretty much secure the future. Private markets to insurance, private markets to health, digital assets, active ETFs. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager with over 10 trillion in assets under management, AUM, has consistently positioned itself at the forefront of financial innovation. As artificial intelligence and generative AI redefine the investment management landscape, BlackRock is leading a transformative shift by integrating these technologies across its portfolio management, client service, risk management, and operational infrastructure. This article, oh shit. Man, I don't want to know, Melvin Manchu, you sucker. This article examines how BlackRock is deploying AI and generation AI. Bro, I hate those newsletters, bro. They just screwed up my talking. This article examines how BlackRock is deploying AI and generative AI, the strategic initiatives it has launched, industry-wide trends, competitive moves by peers such as Vanguard and State Street, and broader implications, risk, and regulatory frameworks that shape AI adoption in the asset management industry. So we can just see that. Well, I mean, I find it good that at least one of our nation's biggest problems is taken out, where the bill that was passed where these large asset managements can't buy into the housing market. So that was just passed, and that's good. But I do see the rest of like the the markets kind of being controlled and regulated by these companies and AI, which would suck because that would just mean like it's all an algorithm at that point. Like, it's funny. I mentioned Dr. Simon Heineken. Well, in his book, where's it at? Opening Minds, there's an actual portion in this book that talks about algorithms, and it discusses how our world used to work on spirit and energy and seeing things with our own eyes and physical hands and knowing that this was tangible. I could feel it. I know it's right. I know uh you just like seeing things, you could see it's right. So like from us. And when someone worked hard, like extremely hard, they got rewarded an extremely large amount. But because of algorithms now, well, guess what? Everybody's on the same pay an hour. And if Bob works extremely hard, he's not going to get paid extremely right? Not just that, but some of these algorithms also push out the greater or the lesser than. So some of these algorithms, if let's just say computer camera, I mean not computer cameras, work cameras, and they're reading all 100 employees on the line, and they're seeing by the algorithm who's sticking to the pace of the machine. So if Bob wants to go ahead and work extremely, extremely, extremely hard and do the pace of 4 people's job, well, guess what? The algorithm's going to push them out. So the American algorithm of these computers, not even just American, the worldwide algorithm of these computers is it's a balance. They don't want people too great or too less than that can throw off the balance, the controlled market. They don't want people outside the lines. So in a sense, it's just going to be the same thing with this generative AI and this AI and these large asset management firms that control most of the market, 90 to 75% of the market, down from our fast food to our cars to everything pretty much. The algorithms, though, like it's going to increase with these computers, where it turns us into X's and O's, ones and twos, and we don't feel things tangible anymore. Hey, man, if the algorithm says that, um, you know, you should be at the bottom of the algorithm, then you are, even though the 10 pictures above you from people, they're all crap.
Mm.
But the algorithm's like, hey, sucker, it's me, algorithm time. And now these bigger BlackRock AI vanguards are like, sucker, it's all algorithm time. I think that's what the AI is kind of pushing to. And for them, there is a whole lot of creation with AI. Let's just say on the independent level, it's just like when we leave AI to um, technocrats, I think that our safety gets thrown out the window, as like NASA. NASA the head. This is fucking replay this. This video gets played by Jason Burmis so much it is stuck into my brain. So thank you, Jason Burmis. Thank you, Jason Burmis. YouTube. Hey, Jason Burmis is the man. If you want to go, he had made that documentary Loose Change about 9/11, and a whole bunch of documentaries about 9/11, and pretty much they got really, 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 really popular because they didn't pull no punches. He's created a lot of other work too. Let me see what it was. NASA 25-year plan. Is it that one, or who's the NASA head? What's his name? Damn it. All right. Humans merge with technology. So pretty much in the early 2000s. Where's this at? In the early 2000s, one of NASA's plans that they put out. Listen, I didn't type this right. It was to merge humans with technology. Let me see if I can pull it up from Jason Burmis. He probably has a shitload of things. Decoding the NASA nightmare, the new face, and blah blah blah. Wow, I'm surprised that they're let me go ahead and just we're pretty much wrapping it up, guys. But this is a clip that I'm trying to go ahead and pull up real fast.
Oh, you found it?
1 second. Oh yeah, so this is part of it. Let's go ahead and we're gonna let this play. All right, let's continue forward a bit. So he starts talking about like smart dust nanoparticles, how they want to inject it all into the atmosphere, how these nanoparticles have nanochips, how they have sensors, and how they communicate via satellite and communication or sensors in these things like our shots, and the other ones that are like straight up technology based. And you can tell because they admit it, these doctors are like, oh yeah, there's technology in these shots, and blah blah blah. And it's pretty much like receptors. Not just that, but they also want to go ahead and just have everybody built into this system like a hive mind. So like, it's not just Neuralink, but like literally like a system that's reading you, but sending the signals out to the satellites, the 5G towers, the phones, and then those things are sending out signals back to balance you in the way that it wants. And so, in a sense, too, like it puts you on the path and timeline and feelings, vibrations, emotions that it wants you to. But like, which is kind of why we see that sometimes it feels like some people are very zombified. Like some people are like straight up part of the matrix. Like damn, that person seems like an NPC because like these guys are putting these nanoparticles, nano smart dust all throughout reality, right? Biotechnologically enhancing humanity and society the way that it wants. And so, you know, right here, a mechanical analog to biomicron sized mechanized dust, which is distributed as an aerosol inhaled into the lungs. Dust mechanically Dust mechanically bores into lung tissue and executes various pathological missions.
Oh, these are like psych meds on steroids. Like,
Say it again.
I said these are like psych meds on steroids. Like they're psych meds control people's
Oh,
emotions, make them feel different things.
it
But
is
these,
psychotropics. That you 1000% right. It's all psychotropic based. It's these things are like this whole MK Ultra thing through genetically modified foods is a real thing where like hmm, and what do we see all across the world right now? Every single buddy who has a phone, well, like not everybody, but a lot of people, they've already gave up their bioinformatics, their biometrics, their biomimetics. So, everything to your eyes, your fucking fingers, your heartbeat, your voice pattern, bro, they can almost replicate you if they had your DNA. Oh, did you send in a sample for COVID? What do they call that? Hey, what was that? The PCR test,
yep.
right? Oh, the PCR test. The only thing that's actually needed for human cloning lab. You know
Wow.
that, right? Like the PCR test is the actual test that people need to submit their samples for human cloning to start the all that stuff. So like the PCR test when it says it connects your genetic sample,
Hmm.
that doesn't tell you have COVID or not, dog. That was all a trick.
Wow.
Bro, they have everybody's DNA.
Hmm.
Everybody's DNA who took a PCR test. And which is why they how do I say this? Well, like they were saying the world governments just a few years before with the Human Genome Project was saying we are collecting the world's DNA, all humans, all plants, all animals, everything. And in order for them to actually fully collect everybody's DNA, they needed this. They needed it, and they needed it bad because they're all part of the same think tanks. Remember, and
Yeah.
they're all part of the same little families and clubs.
Wait, so why do they want to clone? Are they preparing for something like a mass extinction where they need to bring us back or something? Or why do they want to clone us so bad?
That's a possibility. There's what's it called? There's there's a show on Netflix, an anime. It's like seven. It's not seven C's. It's something. I don't remember what it's called. It's not seven sins. Anyways, pretty much Japan and the world governments all knew that there was like a great flood, all great cataclysm. So they collected everybody that they could genetically sample, but also all the greatest people. They put them all in like chambers, and as the world went to shit, they survived, and then they got repopulated back into the world. So like in an essence, yeah, it could be like that. I mean, dude, like, bro, that's just the whole story of Noah's Ark. Like when they say, dude, I mean, you know that there's 10 different Noah Ark stories around the world, and they all have their own little site, and they all have their own little story about a boat going to their place too. So like I mean, it could be that they also repopulated the world back then, because ain't no way you're gonna collect thousands of animals on one boat unless you taking their genetic samples,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
I always figured like there's more of a technological sense to that story when you see the correlative data of archaeological evidence and scriptural evidence of the other cultures giving you the full truth. And so like, they're yeah, I mean, I guess that's that's my that might be a reason that they want to take our DNA and data for sure that right now. Um Elon Musk in 2010 or 2021, sorry. He came out on a post and he came out with an interview. Oh, I took 100 million Americans' DNAs and sent them up to this the moon. So he on one of his rockets, on one of his Dragon X rockets, he sent 100 million samples of Americans' DNA up to the moon. His his reasoning when they asked him why is because, well, if there's an alien race up there, I hope that they can repopulate us. Ha 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 ha.
What?
Swear to God, you want to pull this up, bro?
Oh wow, it's disturbing.
Bro, well, the truth is unsettling.
Mm.
The truth is unsettling. You think I'm kidding? But I JDP don't play. I don't play no games. 509 don't play. Yeah, no, this is real stuff. So check this out. Elon Musk, SpaceX sends DNA to the moon so aliens can clone us and save mankind.
Wow.
So, but like they did. So Elon Musk took a time capsule filled with DNA from more than 500 species of the International Space Station week and 100 uh oh so crew missions, let's see, hold on, so-called biobank has samples from 2,000 different people, 2,000, and is meant to help start an off-world. I must have got the number wrong the first time. I apologize. All right, at least I know two. So 2,000 humans and
Weird.
what do you say? 500 species of what, monkeys and rabbits and elephants. So 2,500 different things. Anyways, where do you get those? Where do you get that shit? Hmm? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's funny,
Wow.
right? Where do you get the DNA?
Hmm.
You know, like Elon Musk was a proponent in the whole mRNA factory, right? So like the whole, I shouldn't go on too on with the actual wordage, but like I can't break it down. Pretty much
Yeah.
he was a proponent in creating the whole shot, like part of the shots. It was really weird. So he must have been able to get samples because he was part of it. And yeah, this cloning thing's gone on for a while, bro. I think it's time to wrap it up, bro. I think it's time to wrap it up. Let's finish this.
Okay.
Speaking about like biochem munitions, bro. I saw this video, wild. Like I think it was in Texas, or some shit. Uh, a car pulled up to a sheriff or cop and laid off those like dragon breath rounds. So not only did they melt, but they were lighting up. So you know
Hmm.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like the dragon breath comes from a shotgun, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was just. I don't know what it was, bro. I think it was,
Okay.
bro. It was like a fucking machine gun, but this shit had like fucking like flaming bright molten fucking rounds, bro. They shot like 10, 15, 20 times or something.
Mm.
Maybe it was a. They could put a that on a. They could put those dragon breath on an automatic shotgun, I guess.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, could have been that. Anyways, yeah, bro, the holes in the fucking car was crazy. The cop survived. The dude is bad
Yeah.
aim, crazy.
I don't know where this is going with the dragon breath, but I was talking to somebody the other day, And I remember this radical weapon accessory magazine that I used to see way back in the day. You could buy like ammunition in this section, and
Oh,
some of the shotgun shells I tried looking for nowadays. I could not find them, but
what you mean?
some of the shotgun shells I remember you could buy in this magazine was
Like what? Like what type? What do you like?
just regular 12 gauge shotgun shells, but they were filled with different material. Like some was filled with razors, some was filled,
What?
yeah, some was filled with like uh iron balls with chains on them. Some was
What?
Yeah, some was filled with chains with hooks on them.
Hold on,
So,
you talking about the shotgun shells are filled with this.
yeah, some had the dragon breath, what we just talked about. Some had nails in them.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I tried looking. I don't know what it crossed my mind. I tried looking it up. I was like, I wonder if you could buy this stuff, and I could not find it. So,
Y'all searching for this shit on
right?
Google? Were you?
Yeah, I was.
You don't go to fucking Google, bro.
Oh,
You're fucking.
man.
You're now on a list, bro. You're gonna fucking. They're gonna take your ass in a van. Well, this what you looking for? Ah, oh shit. No, 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 no. Sorry, dog. I was just playing.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. That fuck, dude. Okay, so what other type of rounds that they like? Okay,
I
you just,
remember
bro.
the
I just got me mind fuck. You said
I remember
you
the razors. I remember the nails. I remember the ball with the chain. I remember the ball with the chain with the hook. I remember the fire. That's all I can
they
remember.
had razors.
It was razors, and they even had a picture. Yeah, it had a picture. That's how I
How
remember.
many razors? What type of razors?
I don't know.
Like the razor blades that you shave your face with, right?
Razor blades you shave your face with. Yes, in a shotgun shell.
Dog, who the fuck would create that? You have to be some type of murderer, bro. What are you taking out? What are you ain't, bro? What?
In a magazine.
That's insane. I never even thought about like anything other than like what guns are normally filled with. That's wild, bro. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Half-Life 2 with or this other Fallout the Fallout game where the gravity gun where you can pull in anything and then shoot it out as a gun. So you could like pull in a wrench from within the gravity tube and then shoot out the wrench.
Oh,
Just
that's
like, oh dude.
back in the
So
day.
Jason Burmis goes pretty deep, dude. Right here, he continues on with this episode for a while. Um he goes in a whole lot deeper on the PowerPoints like aspects where he's always ready with it just to show the actual wordage in case you wanted to read along and take this for notes. Different things that are going to be effective back to bacteriological type of diseases, what we see with the foods and meats and the greens and spinach is killing people. Come on. Viruses, prions, parasites, fungi, carcinogens, toxins, all a problem. Um, it's definitely something that we can predict and see that they've been planning for a while, all of it, everything. And we could be one step ahead. So, oh, so there's a lot of stuff that Jason Burmis covers with this. Pretty much, NASA has this plan to merge us with technology because humans have got so weak, gotten so controlled, gotten so sick. They need all these different shots. They need Big Daddy to come help them, give them their medicine, give them, access to their money through their card because they can't supply it for themselves because blah blah, blah, whatever. Like all this, the government wants humanity to merge with technology like what's that Wally show? Pretty much, bro. They want Wally. And with that, I don't want to be that fat ass on a fucking Wally chair. Yeah. Nope, not me, not today. I hit the gym. I've been hitting the gym like fucking 5 days. No, 10, 15 days in a row, 14, 13, something like that, bro.
Nice.
I am dead ass shredded, ripped, but also a little tired. I feel great though. Feel great. You guys could, man, go check out all my sponsors down below. I got all sorts of different cool gear, cool supplements that I'm working with. Let them know what you're up to, where they can find you.
Oh shit. Just find me in that social media realm. Just type in Woss Balls and I show up here.
Hey, you got anything to say to them?
Uh,
Anything inspirational? Got anything funny? Any got a joke?
Actually, I'm popping up in the great state of Oregon here in about a week, and me and you will be meeting for the first time.
Nah, we on Ghost Recon Wildlands, but yeah. Hey, well, I'll try to get Big Perm out there, man. It was fun. I met that dude out there in Tacoma. Uh, took some shrooms and saw Sam Tripoli, bro. That was a fucking blast.
That sounds fun.
Hey, you know what? Let's see. Hold on. Okay, let me see something. Yeah, a long day. It's been a long day, man. Um, I do want to go fucking check out the comedy club, bro. You want out in Texas and Joe Rogan shit?
Oh, and was it at Austin? Is that where they be having them?
Well, yeah, I think so. The mothership.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. I think that's the plan for the summer, bro. I think that's our move. Go check out Texas for a weekend. See what's up. Go check out the mothership.
I heard Austin's popping. There's like so many bars and comedy clubs. It's just lit.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool. Ideas, man. Just set out goals and shit.
Sure.
Especially since it's like Joe Rogan's place where it's like where all the content creators and all the people who alternative thinkers want to go hang out and meet each other, and that's where like we would be able to introduce ourselves. Hey man, podcasters, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. What's wild is that like I've already been established to like a good fucking couple. I don't even know how many, bro. Thousands of people like in these I want to say indie, maybe the indie alternative podcast stream world. So like
Mm.
my name's out there, bro. People know me all around, like in a sense, So it wouldn't be too hard for me to go ahead and introduce myself and probably find some connection or collective. Because I've spoken to people that are friends, like friends of friends, and like yeah, it's pretty sick. Definitely, that's the place, bro. Like the mothership is the fucking place to be to go
Hey,
to go check out to go visit.
that's the way the world works. You know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Then
Yeah, but also these motherfuckers ain't no ditties. So fuck yeah. We ain't gotta worry about none of that shit. We over here with Joe Rogan. We good. We solid. It'd be like kicking with Cat Williams or Dave Chappelle, bro. Imagine that.
uh,
Yeah. Hey, bro, imagine that if we go out to the mothership and then Dave Chappelle's there one night, one random night. Cause like I know Dave Chappelle got his own shit, but like, I think he still travels out sometimes. No,
yeah, he just did a special for Netflix not too long ago.
no, but did you know that Dave Chappelle also has his own little comedy club now
Oh,
too, right?
no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. Well, maybe that's the spot. Hey, bro. It's been a good night, man. We'll be back tomorrow for Twitter Tuesday. You gonna be on or what?
Yeah, I'll be there. If not, I'll be in the chat. I'll be somewhere. But this was
All
a great
right.
episode. I appreciate you, Joe. And I'll see you in Oregon in about a week or two. And we should go live then also.
Oh, that'd be pretty sick. Yeah, I mean, do a live episode.
Yeah.
All right, man. Hey, see you guys next time on the 509 Divine Pines podcast. I appreciate all of you guys being here, man. Make sure like, subscribe, share, tell everybody around that this is going down, and you know who is the best in the West. And much love to all y'all. God bless. Peace out. Be
Peace.
blessed. Be high. Oh, let me go ahead. I gotta reset this. Man, it took out my outro video. Now I gotta do the outro video here again. 1 second. All right. Be blessed. Be high. Peace. What the fuck? Did not do it? Oh my god. What is happening here? My bad. One last